Anzi Chantra and Jake Dixon on row 7. Then it's Siren all in Qatar, struggling again to knock on the door of the top 20.
Let's go racing. But MotoGP will be getting underway in just under 2 hours, so stay tuned.
Each one Alcoba to continue to rise towards the MotoGP start, already into the mid-30 degrees.
We're going to have enough of it this afternoon. What do you think about the race?
Yeah, it's you know, ridiculous how hot it is. Just leaning on this bar here is I think it's going to be another long race.
Yeah, thanks to Simon, thanks to Jack Miller. Good 16th, 2 men, or the top 2 men in the championship, already coming under strong pressure from Luca. Marco Bezzecchi. We haven't seen him running at the front of a motor.
Baldassari was early to the grid, of course, as I mentioned. Renzo Baldassari you're going to get on a Sunday. Will it be the one that challenges for a victory or one who fades? 23 laps of Moto2 action here in Andalusia. Here's go. Good solid start that from Marco Bezzecchi. Not so for Sam Lowes. He really struggled to get his Mark VDS machine away off the 2-3.
Yeah, Lowes has been swallowed up already by Navarro and Marini. So not the launch off the line. The Mark VDS outside at turn 2. So Lowes pushed back to 5th or 6th already.
Looks like everyone's made it through the first couple of quarters.
Accomplished. He'll have his eyes on a stronger fight for the podium here today.
Bastianini and Bezzecchi know each other very well. Bastianini fancies a look up the inside and he sits Marco.
We're on board briefly there with last weekend's Jerez winner form. Front row start to the podium in Qatar. We didn't really see him weekends.
Jorge Navarro in 4th, just ahead of Sam Lowes, and Aaron Canet. Martin is then 7th. And
Sam Lowes was having a look up the inside of Jorge Navarro, and he's made it with a pretty comfortable buffer of about half a second. Marini keeping him close company ahead of Bezzecchi, the poleman. Lowes then has got Navarro for 4th at that final.
Kima, the championship leader, he's down in 17th right now.
Unfortunately, he's gone the wrong way, and so has Lorenzo Baldassari.
It's Sam Lowes, Martin.
Aaron Canet's doing another great job as well inside that top 7, the rookie.
Championship could be turned upside down right now if things stayed as they were. It'd be locked
up. He's made no inroads at all. He still is in that 17th position, number 45 then. First corner. There's Nicolo Buniga, who last weekend ruined Gian Antonio. Edgar Pons back in the points.
Happy Siren struggling a bit today. He had a great at the moment.
They're having a duel for 17th and 18th as Navarro's wide at turn 6. That lets
Marco Bezzecchi's got some good speed here. You almost feel out of this Grand Prix here in Andalusia.
Hasn't been good early doors, has it? He jumped the start last weekend. Jake Dixon had the double long lap penalty, and now he's about 3-4 tenths over Marini.
Well, this is unknown territory for Enea Bastianini.
Down, and then Bezzecchi was a 42. At the moment, are certainly running the better pace.
There's a trio of Spanish riders going well there as well.
A lot of people had Fernandez down as a real big title challenger this year as Navarro inside of Martin.
Oh, Remy Gardner's gone down. Is it Remy or is... Let's just see from 12th. I can't...
It is too felt to be Remy Gardner 6.
Apologies to our Australian viewer. Around the last corner, Sam Lowes now closing in on the 2 front-end chatter.
Slightly faster that time around than Marini, who again, Marini and Bezzecchi exchanged 40th last circuit. Martin and Navarro desperately trying to go.
Sam Lowes, despite the action, it's a much stronger opening few laps for Sam Lowes than what we saw here 7 days ago. Is that
Daniel's bike, aren't they? Because it caught fire.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was then thinking to the front, 6 tenths now. Jorge Martin, Red Bull KTM back rider. There's Marini and Bezzecchi.
He's not fully fit, still hobbling around the paddock on crutches. Oh, theory, mate.
Hector Garzo's
down some points, but
in Spain. I mean, it's been warm for 2 weeks, as we've said countless times, but it's something.
See how fast he was trying to get into turn number 9. Gravity took over. Great move by Canet. He's got up the inside of him. We thought that. Navarro got up the inside of Yadin's bike.
Still 7 tenths between Bastianini and the 2 Italians following behind. There is Aaron Canet on this group. Definitely found something, that's for sure. You're right about him being happy, to be fair to him, at turn 13.
Perfectly. He had a good long look. He got the message on the dashboard straight away. So at least he's paying attention. Starting to make progress towards Sam Lowes. Somcat Chandra's crashed. There is restart to 2020, the number 30.
Things together. Marini's got to be clever here today. Making headway, really. Nagashima, he's in 15th place right now.
Let me guess, was that Navarro firing up the inside?
Meanwhile, at the front, Bastianini still same sort of distance ahead of Luca. Close
to Bezzecchi. You do wonder though how long Bezzecchi's ankle and leg will. Jack Miller said before the race, fatigue will come into effect.
Even when Enea Bastianini led it, be completely new for yesterday when he was in. Still nothing going, isn't he, with Baldassarri? Some days he looks just unstoppable.
What about Tetsuta Nagashima as well? What for Japanese fans? The World Championship lead is going to be evaporating very, very quickly because he's only...
So we're down in 20th, down to 25th. They're only 4 or 5 tenths off. But if you qualify badly, Nagashima...
Gas on the dirty part of the track, spun up the head. Probably woke up feeling a little bit groggy this morning.
Down again as we now go on to the back straight.
Huge praise again to Canet, because he's just on a personal blitzing away. It looks like there's another top 5 beckoning for the 20-year-old.
Guys, in the top 10, or basically the whole field's running the same.
Why at this stage of the race already struggling because they can't go with Canet, that's for sure.
Turn 13 we go.
At this stage of the race, he's just sitting there pretty comfortably behind Bastianini. You can see that he's following too much time, still 14 laps to go. Doesn't need to really fall out of shape there. He almost ran off the edge of the Kalex chassis, started making all kinds of weird and wonderful shapes. He gathered it all back up, but will that just...
Marco Bezzecchi starting to fall into the hands of Sam Lowes, who could be eyeing his first podium.
Adrenaline's the best painkiller. Couldn't quite get through on the Bezzecchi.
So I think we've lost Jorge Navarro. His name is tumbling down the leaderboard on the left. The eraser's coming out at the moment because that is not a good start to 2020 at all.
A week in Jerez. Let's have a look and see what happened to him. Turn 9 again.
You have to heap great praise on Kalex business and struggled a little bit.
Well, didn't Kalex lock out the top 5? They're doing the same. Right on his case. Right on the back wheel now then of Enea Bastianini is Luca Marini.
Between these two, Enea Bastianini was well on course
to recover from that, didn't it? Second half of Bastianini's very promising rookie season.
Well, he's just
see there, just pushing that front tyre in that long left. Marini didn't really... It looks like Marini's...
He makes sure it's clean. Nagashima is just starting to pick up a point here and there. Lap by lap, he's up to 12th now, ahead of Fabio
Gardner, who's in 11th, just behind Nicolo Buliga. Thought Marini was going to have a look up the inside. You know he's right there.
Might have done slightly, doesn't it? Into turn 13 we go. There'll be 11 laps remaining when they go half race distance.
Chapeau to Bezzecchi as well, because he's doing a brilliant job.
When you're carrying injury, Matt, and you're not for a rider, so he's doing a brilliant job. There's Nagashima then, friend and an old teammate there. Remy
Italian, because he lost a couple of spots, now back down in 14th.
At the moment, he's just not quite on the right package, is he, for a rider of bus?
I mean, to be honest, he's doing on that motorcycle. Salak's 5th shows he's got a bit of grit and determination in the jeans. Much faster he's going than the 2019 chassis was last year, and they'll be able to make a crystal clear judgment on the job.
Yeah, as long as we're on board with. To be honest, in his first time leading a Moto2 race, has done an outstanding job.
So, Japanese fans, you can breathe a sigh of relief. It's 55, not 45.
Shortly, not often at the time. Bastianini. Marini looks very comfortable, though, it has to be said.
Shima is very much still going in this Andalusian Grand Prix. Trotter, isn't he? Because there's a
good rhythm here.
Because he's been so tantalisingly close to the podium. He's so close, he can almost... Close enough. Let's check the gap between him and Bezzecchi this time around.
Just win since Mattia Pezzini.
It was Bastianini's last victory in Moto3. Barcelona 2018.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
A long time ago.
Big mistake, because he knows. He'll know where Nagashima is. I'd be very surprised if the Sky VR46...
He's not had anywhere near the mid to low 143s, which has been on average anything between half a second and a second slower than he's as is. What are we hoping for? Well, it doesn't really help, does it, if Marini gets Bastianini? Because
are they
beautifully so far? And Luca Marini at this stage of the Grand Prix has not tried and save a bit of tyre.
Is he getting on? Marini in second, Bezzecchi in third.
Doing in the moment out on track is
to try to follow him, and then in the end try to him for something or not.
And Marco Bezzecchi looks strong. He could come back.
Will come more.
Crash, I think, is
Yeah, but I
the
think
best way of
I
translating
think he's
this.
got the measure of lows at the moment.
Yeah.
On that previous.
Luti then in 7th, Xavi Vierke 8th, then it's Schrotter, Bulica and Nagashima.
Seems like Navarre. There is Sam Lowe's then.
Stefano Manzi into the points. This would be 3 consecutive point scoring finishes, and that's not normally a sentence you associate.
For the first time by over a second. He's looking really, really good here. Is the number 33.
Well, this is other than that tiny mistake he made at...
Is he going to really throw caution to the wind and risk searing hot temperatures? Grip now at this stage of the race will be at a premium.
victory.
I love those kind of gestures from Pirlo. They've got to be the most. He's leading a Grand Prix. He's not pushing it as hard.
In that place, but not really closing on Marco Bezzecchi up ahead of him.
A lot of heart and a lot of satisfaction from coming back from that horrible injury and bouncing back 1.5 seconds.
Is he pulling the pin, or is he just consistent? And Marini said, that's enough, I'll take second, thank you very much. In the year, the Red Bull KTM rider, and every point matters at the moment for Nagashima in the World Championship.
It's been a good recovery this by Nagashima because of the back limits warning. So
He's faster than the 5 riders ahead of him, is Nagashima right now. Top left of his screen.
to be close enough to strike on the Spaniard on the brakes into turn 1. No, it's not. Vierge regathered himself. 1.7 seconds now.
Considerable distance. Vierge does struggle, doesn't he, with tyre life?
And Vierge's wide. That all happened because of the mistake coming through turn 4 when he was on the curbs. Wide
6, that's where
4 keep having a carve up. Well, that's going to bring Stefano Manzi back in.
he'll be an unwanted visitor.
For him now, although then straight away he's almost on the floor. Not the hard work all over again. He'd just taken that 10th from Buliga and he was almost
Top 4 week, but just with riders in slightly different positions. It was a bit spread out, wasn't it?
So Manzi on course to be putting the MV Augusta in the top 10.
I think the American who was so strong on the opening.
Trying to streak away intact teammate Xavi Vierge. Very rarely when the tyres are worn. He's just locked into championship mode now. He's thinking about those 20 points more than anything. He's not got anything for Bastian from Bezzecchi. He knows even if Bezzecchi was going to...
You're likely to see in Moto2 coming up right now with these 3 Italians. 22.
Baking hot conditions, but you do know I like to don my anorak every now and again, mate.
Go
on.
on,
The commentary box, certain Valentini.
All right, Stato. That is a good stat.
I tell you.
Take a bow, take a bow. If that's, there are 3 laps remaining here in the Grand Prix of Andalusia. About in the last lap, half a second out of Marco Bezzecchi.
This would be late. Get that smelling a podium himself here.
And you know, when you've been in a race for this long and you can visibly see yourself taking chunks out.
He goes from bad to worse. A day to forget for the Ceto.
Being showed here. Enea Bastianini then is on his way here to picking up his Moto2. Marini looks safe in second.
Good as that number 33 been today. He's been on a...
Yeah, you're right, he has. He has. Even Luca Marini would here and there. Seems unlikely.
Sam Lowe's is not on the circuit at the moment on that last lap before. Pence out of Bezzecchi in the first sector.
Well, you know what's coming and you know where.
Italtrans.
He whittled his way to the front row. That's how you turn a weekend upside down. He's been absolutely stunning.
It looks like Marco Bezzecchi is going to survive the late onslaught from Lowe's. Looks like Bezzecchi knows to celebrate his first victory as a moto. Podium lockout for Italy as well.
The beast is back. He wins his first ever Moto2 ride. That was from the Italtrans man. Second for Marini. It is a maiden podium for Marco Bezzecchi. Lowe's, he finished half a second behind him. Kinet, fifth. He's gone down there. That's one of
the Liquid Moly boys.
It's Marini.
Cool down lap.
With his teammate.
What the heck has gone on there? And it's going to end in tears. Oops.
Left handlebar clipped the body of the other rider.
Mate, celebrating on the cool-down lap and going down together.
Well, we
might do it post-race when you...
His hair in Misano, and so having wiped each other out, they're now trying... They're having a whale of a time. Don't do it again.
Well, they'll be able to have a good chuckle about it now, won't they? But blooper videos there. That one's going to be not quite his day again today, but...